Oh! Now this video, I was actually watching a YouTuber called CEO of Testosterone. He's kind of like in the same type of friend group. He's kind of like in the same type of social circle as like Hamza Ahmed, these like self-improvement YouTubers. And there's like this British guy, he's like a blondie, and he talks a lot about like self-improvement and how men should improve themselves, etc. But he actually made a video about like how he was robbed in some place called Ibiza. Ibiza is basically like this little tiny island in the Mediterranean Sea, and this British guy, and it's not just him, plenty of other guys. I'm in England, so I know a lot of British people. They like to travel around and go on holidays, etc. And sometimes they get fucking robbed, guys. Some people get, a lot of these British people, they go on holidays, they go to other parts of the world, and they get fucking robbed, and that's not fair, that's not nice. Why is that they get robbed? This what was it, CEO of Testosterone, he was bitching about how he had like an iPad, an iPhone, he had all these like expensive things on him, and he had like Gucci, and he was wearing, maybe not Gucci, I don't want to put words in your mouth, if you're watching the CEO of Testosterone, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'm not going to say exactly what you had, but you had like, I do know that you had some valuable things on you when you went on this type of trip to, I believe it was Ibiza or whatever, and you said that you got robbed. And this is just like me, like kind of like giving you some type of meaningful advice on this, guys. Not just you, CEO of Testosterone. If you're even watching this, I don't even know if you're going to be watching this, but you just kind of like inspired me to make this video anyway, though. But like, oh fuck, what the topic of this video, guys, is how to stay safe when traveling, guys. How to stay safe when traveling, guys. The world is like so big, but it's filled with a lot of shit, guys, that you have to deal with. A lot of shit people in this world, guys. It would be nice to believe that everyone's like nice and friendly, and everyone wants to like hold your hand and stuff and maybe make you feel very good, and so maybe kiss you on the face or something dumb like that. It's comforting to believe that, guys, but actually, guys, the world's actually filled with like quite a lot of shitty, bad people, guys, and you have to try and understand how to navigate the world in a way that you don't like fucking suffer from any like types of like burdens, like being robbed or getting stabbed or something similar. Yeah, the guy, CEO of Testosterone, he went to some place, it was in like the Mediterranean Sea or something, I don't know. I'm very ignorant. I don't want to. I was just watching some of this guy's videos, and he made like, I was checking through his videos, the latest ones, and he said that he got robbed basically, and I was like, he was basically saying, I don't know, off the top of my head, I can't fucking word by word tell you exactly what happened to him, but he basically got robbed in this type of place that he went to and stuff. And I don't know, it sucks ass. He lost a lot of money and whatever, guys. So now I'm making this video, how to stay safe when traveling, guys. One of the things that you need to understand is that the world is filled with quite a lot of shitty, bad people that want to take advantage of you, take your resources away, etc. If you have any type of like valuable stuff on you, you're going to get fucking robbed. There's no reason why people would not want to rob you. I mean, actually, it's kind of like common sense, like, especially if you're, like, look at these countries, man. Look at it, like Brazil, South America. You got like some of these like North African countries, Africa as well, the Middle East, Asia. A lot of these countries are fucking shitholes, man. A lot of these countries are fucked up, man. A lot of these countries have so many fucked up political problems and economic problems. So if you're like a pasty white guy from fucking England and you're going to fucking Brazil or fucking Ibiza, or you're going to North Africa or these other like Asian countries and stuff, that these countries are pretty much, they're so more or less like I wouldn't say Brazil maybe isn't, I would say it's sort of like a little bit of a shit. It's like a lot of fucked up things in Brazil, like crime. Mexico, definitely, I wouldn't say that's like fucking developed to the extent of like, let's just say Germany or something. I would say that like a lot of like, especially South America, like a lot of the Middle East and Africa and like Asia, a lot of it, there are like a lot of shitholes there. But guys, but you know, if you're like a pasty white British guy, like goes to these types of countries, and you bring like, you have like expensive things on you, like an iPhone, an iPad, you have like Gucci, you're wearing, like you're showing off your wealth and your like high socioeconomic position in the world. If you do that and you're going to these fucking shithole countries, and the people there, they're obviously, why wouldn't they want to fucking take advantage of you? Why wouldn't they look at you like as a meal ticket, as a ticket to escape their poverty? Maybe if you were, I wonder, because you know Hamza Ahmed, he's Pakistani, he's like me, Pakistani, Indian guy, maybe. He's a little bit more Indian, maybe perhaps Pakistan. I wonder if Hamza Ahmed, if he went with CEO of Testosterone, if they went to this like Mediterranean island, I wonder if Hamza Ahmed would have got robbed because he's a brown guy. And maybe the people there, they would have saw him because he's brown, lower socioeconomic position. Maybe he's just like a laborer or something. They probably would have not messed with him too much. But you know, CEO of Testosterone, he's like a blonde, white British guy. But then again, Ibiza, that's like literally in the Mediterranean Sea, and Mediterraneans are pretty much European. I don't know. I don't want to go too much into racial politics anyway, but like a lot of these countries in our world, fucking hell, a lot of them are so fucking corrupt, filled with people. And if you're like from Europe or America, and you obviously you give off like this, like you kind of like it kind of is sort of obvious that you come from like a high socioeconomic position. Like you're showing you have like an iPhone in your hand, you're wearing like all these expensive clothes, you have like an expensive car, and you have like all these things on you. Guys, you're gonna get fucking robbed. You know, like these people in these fucking shitholes like Brazil and all these countries, like in Asia maybe as well, in North Africa, the Middle East, these countries, the people there, they're gonna look at you as like a ticket to escape their poverty, guys. I know this fucking happens so much, it fucking pisses me off, guys. That the people like from Europe and America and whatever, you go to these like third world countries, so to speak, and stuff, and people they take advantage of you, and you're like, why are they doing that? They should just be nice to me. Why wouldn't they do that? To be honest, to be fair to these like people in these poor countries, I mean, fair enough, like to them, like they would not even be able to get an iPhone or an iPad without crime. That is like their only way to get these types of nice expensive things, is to rob people and stuff. And I don't really blame them. That's just how they would. They're just born into that type of like environment and stuff. It's on you guys. If you're from Europe or America and you're going to these other types of countries in the third world, guys, you gotta have a good head on your shoulders. Really see your testosterone. One of the things that you should have not did was bring your valuables with you to that type of holiday in Ibiza, whatever that place is. I don't know what the fuck is that place. I don't know. I thought that was in like South America, but I actually did research. That's actually in the Mediterranean, so that's even weirder that you got robbed there. Anyway, but regardless of that, regardless of like the racial, I don't want to get into too many different things. I'm creating so many side tangents, but one of the things you guys need to keep in your heads, know about is like especially when you're traveling around the world, especially when you're going to like third world countries, more like poorer countries, more impoverished countries. One of the things you gotta have in your heads, guys, is that, oh fuck, I should not like kind of like give off like a vibe that I'm like super rich and have like a lot of valuables stuff on me. You want to keep things more low-key, guys. Typically, that's always, when you're traveling around the world, always keep it low-key, guys. And I do encourage you guys to never bring any type of valuables with you. No, if you have an iPhone, put that fucking thing in your house. Give it to your mom or dad, and tell them to look after it. And then you just keep it like a shitty Nokia, fucking shitty 20-pound Nokia dumb phone. You know, like those dumb phones that are like fucking shitty and they only cost like £20 or like a couple pounds. They're not, if you broke them, it's not going to be a big deal. Stay as cheap as possible. Keep all your valuables at home when you're going on holidays. Keep things stay as cheap as possible. Cheap it out, stay as cheap as possible. Keep things very low key. Don't wear expensive things. Don't wear expensive clothes. Guys, the guy, I don't know, it's kind of funny that he got fucking robbed. But who can, like, I mean, if you're going to these more like poorer countries, it's not really, is it the fault of the people there to like want to see you as like a fucking like meal ticket? Is it really their fault for them to want to take advantage of you? No, because they live in such shitty conditions. If they rob you, they're gonna have like this type of like, they're gonna be able to elevate their own status, and that's just how the world is, guys. It's fucked up. But you gotta play. You can't hate the game, hate the player, don't hate the game, etc. You gotta have a good head on your shoulders, guys. When you're traveling around the world, guys, this is something that you really need to keep in mind. Don't bring any type of valuables with you, guys. Stay as cheap as possible. Don't even have, I wouldn't even, if you have an iPhone, why would you bring an iPhone with you? Let's say if you're going to Mexico, or if you're going to Brazil or Libya, why would you have a fucking iPhone on you, guys? You're going to keep all your valuables at home. Stay as cheap as possible. Bring a shitty cheap phone, etc. Blah blah blah. I want to vlog and stuff. I want to like record my adventures, etc. Okay, fair enough. Maybe perhaps you can take an iPhone, or even a 4K camera, but you gotta, if you want to like capture the moments and stuff, and you want something to help in that type of way, you want something to aid you in that, like in capturing the moment and stuff, and you're like kind of like something that can help you like record your adventures. Maybe perhaps you can like hire someone that can like completely like look after your equipment. Maybe, I don't know. Still though, if you're just going on holidays and like partying and etc., why the fuck would you bring your valuables with you? And even like an iPhone, why would you not just leave that at home? I don't understand this. People, they go on holidays, they just to party and to fuck a lot of native women or something like that. I don't know. Why would you take like an iPhone, all these expensive things with you, guys? If you're traveling around the world, stay as cheap as possible, guys. Don't bring any type of valuables with you. Stay as cheap as possible. Don't bring any type of valuable stuff with you. Keep everything that you value a lot in your own house. Give it to your parents to look after while you're gone. That's one of the most important rules that you guys need to know about, guys, especially if you're going to, like, I see a lot of like naive people from Europe, like especially some pasty white guys from England and Britain, Germany, etc. They go around the world, they get fucking robbed and jacked up, and so they don't understand why. It's because you're like a meal ticket. These people from these other poorer countries, they see you as like a fucking meal ticket. They're ferocious, guys. They're gonna fucking cut into you and eat you and steal all your resources. So you gotta have a good head on your shoulders, guys. Make sure if you're traveling around, don't be a fucking retard. Keep your valuables back home. Tell your parents to look after them while you're gone. and then you can go and just stay as cheap as possible, stay as low key as possible. Don't flaunt your wealth. Don't make it seem like you come from such a fucking high socioeconomic position and you won't get jacked up. Make sure you keep all your valuables at home. Don't take your iPhone. Get like a shitty cheap phone. Stay as cheap as possible, guys, when you're traveling. And that's about it.